Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. When visiting Beijing, the capital of China, the Forbidden City is undoubtedly a must-see, classic attraction for tourists. This ancient imperial palace, which was once the residence of emperors from various dynasties, boasts a magnificent architectural style that leaves visitors in awe. Its grandeur and solemnity have made it a symbol of respect and admiration for tourists from all over the world. However, if you take a closer look at the main gate of the Forbidden City, you will notice the protruding door nails. These door nails are not only a part of the architecture but also resemble a seal of time, recording the history of ancient emperors and their dynasties. The main gate of the Forbidden City features 81 door nails, and their arrangement is far from random. Instead, it carries deep cultural symbolism. The number 81 itself holds rich significance. In traditional Chinese culture, numbers have special symbolic meanings. And 81 is considered a number with mysterious powers. According to records from Manhua Yanjing, only the main gate of a palace could use 81 door nails, which are arranged in 9 rows and 9 columns, symbolizing the extreme of yang numbers. In ancient China, the number 9 was regarded as the largest of the yang numbers, representing the utmost and supreme power. The ancients believed that the 9 provinces represented the entire world. And one of the emperor's symbols was the revered position of 9 and 5, which explains why the emperor's power was often associated with the number 9. For example, the records of the Grand Historian mentions, "You captured the 9 armies, created the 9 cauldrons, and sealed the 9 provinces." Therefore, the number 9 became a symbol of the emperor. And the 81 door nails are a multiple of 9, highlighting the nobility and authority of the palace. The Forbidden City was the residence of the emperors during the Ming and Qing dynasties, and its architecture strictly adhered to the ancient Chinese tradition of the number 9. However, different gates within the Forbidden City use different numbers of door nails, reflecting the differences in the social hierarchy of the time. For example, the Easthua Gate has 72 door nails, which is 9 fewer than the main gate. This means that people passing through this gate were generally not members of the royal family, but rather ministers and officials of the court. Similarly, the main gates of certain princes' residences have 63 door nails, which follows the ancient palace standard: 5 major gates, 9 vertical and 7 horizontal door nails. Following this logic, for lower-ranking nobles such as dukes, heirs, and marquises, their residence gates typically have 49 door nails, while ordinary officials' homes only had 35 door nails. As for common people's homes, they may not have any door nails at all. This disparity in the number of door nails not only reflects the differences in social status but is also deeply rooted in ancient Chinese hierarchical culture. Additionally, the material of the door nails reflects the social structure of the time and the symbol of feudal power. The shining copper door nails at palace gates resemble jewels, adorning the palace and showcasing the royalty's nobility and majesty. However, the history of these door nails is not limited to copper. They have evolved from wood to iron, and then to copper. Historical records suggest that the earliest door nails in ancient times were likely made of wood, simple and natural. Over time, iron door nails appeared during the Tang Dynasty, a tradition that has lasted for more than 1,400 years. At that time, temples would also often have iron door nails installed on their gates. Since temples were often located in deep mountains where the climate was damp, wooden doors could easily rot. To prolong the life of the wooden doors, monks would add iron door nails to them. As time passed, this tradition of adding door nails gradually evolved into a more complex symbolic meaning. During the Ming and Qing dynasties, door nails no longer served just as decorative elements. They gradually took on deeper cultural and power symbolism. At the homes of ordinary officials, the door nails were usually simple wooden or stone ones, reflecting the modest status of the inhabitants. However, at the homes of influential ministers, door nails became a symbol of their prestigious status. These copper door nails, shimmering in the sunlight, seemed to shine with a metallic luster, marking the owner's high position in society. For example, the gates of the Prince Gong mansion are adorned with gleaming bronze door studs. As the residence of prominent nobles throughout history, the number of door studs at Prince Gong mansion follows specific traditions. The main gate features 63 studs. These studs are not merely decorative, they serve to reinforce the gate. More importantly, they symbolize power and status, marking the identity of the noble class. It is worth mentioning that within Beijing, there is also a legend related to the door studs on the Forbidden City's gates. Though these studs may seem small and ordinary, they carry a mysterious history and the deep reverence of the people. Tourists often hear guides say, "If you fear neither heaven nor earth, and your fate is particularly strong, you can try touching the Forbidden City's door studs." While this may sound like a joke, it carries a profound warning. Why have these door studs become an object of awe? According to historians, the main gate of the Forbidden City is called the Meridian Gate, Wumen, a place of great historical significance. In ancient times, the Meridian Gate witnessed numerous important ceremonies and royal gatherings. Every winter, during the Ming and Qing dynasties, the emperor would solemnly issue the official calendar for the coming year here, a ceremony symbolizing imperial authority and the ruler's control over destiny. During times of war, the Meridian Gate often hosted grand sacrificial ceremonies to pray for peace and stability. As part of the gate structure, the door studs bore witness to these ancient rituals. They were not just architectural elements but historical observers, embodying the passage of time and change. Thus, the saying, "touching the Forbidden City's door studs," may sound like a jest, but behind it lies a deeper warning. While touching the studs may not actually bring misfortune, they are invaluable historical relics that deserve our respect and protection. Standing before the stone steps of the Forbidden City, one can feel history and legend intertwining, evoking a sense of solemnity and mystery. Additionally, in ancient times, the punishment of criminals was often associated with the Meridian Gate. Historical records suggest that convicts were dragged to the gate for severe flogging, with some even losing their lives as a result. Thus, the Meridian Gate was not just an entrance to the imperial palace but also a symbol of power and life-and-death decisions. Ancient legends and historical accounts have led to its reputation as a place of ominous energy and foreboding. Over the centuries, the door studs of the Meridian Gate have borne countless stories and legends. Many visitors, upon approaching the gate, report an inexplicable sense of mystery, as if touching the studs could transport them through time to witness the grandeur of history. Legend has it that only the bravest dare defy these taboos and attempt to touch them. However, beyond these mysterious tales, the truth is that the Forbidden City's door studs are not forbidden to touch due to superstition. Instead, the restriction exists to protect these valuable cultural relics. Constant touching and friction can cause damage to the studs. To preserve these historical artifacts, we must respect and safeguard them. With a history spanning over 600 years, the Forbidden City is the best preserved among the world's 4 major imperial palaces. Its structures, primarily made of wood and stone, are susceptible to weathering and deformation over time. The red lacquer and bronze studs on the main gate, once vibrant, have faded under the relentless exposure to wind and sun. Despite the efforts of dedicated conservation teams, the influx of millions of visitors each year poses a significant challenge to preservation efforts. If every visitor were to touch the Forbidden City's door studs at will, it would inevitably cause irreversible damage to these invaluable cultural relics. The Forbidden City is not only China's cultural heritage but also a global treasure and a shared legacy of humanity. Therefore, We have a responsibility to cherish and protect these cultural relics, ensuring they remain intact for future generations. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.